Time to wait for some people to get in and begin the discussion. And wait for my What If Tarble was raised by Vegeta movie to frickin' render. There's a ton of lagging. Much appreciated there, Slick. You can if you want to. Gonna give it another minute for a few other people to get in, and then we'll start. Plus, I want this frickin' Tarble raised by Vegeta video to frickin' render on here, so that way it's less laggy and I can concentrate better for the stream. Dazed out for a second. We'll start here in a sec. I just want this to render and give some people time to get in. Shouldn't be a rush anyway. We've decided to make these 50 minutes. Just a little bit more. Bye, Felicia. There we go. Now we're back to normal. So, who was all with me? I seen Slick and GMV, you're obviously here. Who else? Unless nobody else is in yet, then we can still wait. Okay. that saying kind of comes out of nowhere here, but okay. Yeah, anyways, I'm not going to force you to get into Dragon Ball if you don't want to. That's entirely up to you. And Slick, it's really nice that you're enjoying the Dale series. Where is everybody? I feel like we should have gotten more people by now. Maybe I should announce it on Discord. It's obvious that it's out on YouTube. So I think I'll just say to everybody that what's going on. But hey. Well, it stopped being laggy now. If it was laggy before, it was because my What If Vegeta Was Raised by Towl movie was rendering in the Clip Clamp app. But it's stopped being laggy from like a few minutes now. It's probably just not registered for you. But it's good. I'm gonna announce to everybody that on Discord that the 4 streams going on. Yeah. Now, we should get more people. And King was really nice what he said about me growing from where I started. Which many people have told me that, and I full on agree. I honestly had done what ifs on my other channels before, but Nick's topics was more or less spited to make better stories. And I think that I've definitely done that. What's your favorite anime? Dragon Ball. Without a doubt. Dragon Ball has been a part of my life since I was 7 years old. And I have only just started now to get into other animes or look into other animes finally. Not that I haven't obviously heard and seen stuff and know a good lot about many of the other anime characters like Saitama, Naruto, but Dragon Ball is my frickin' always will be my favorite. And just like The Walking Dead, both hold a great place in my life. What I want is some more people to get in here so we can talk about frickin' the episode. last episode and tonight's. I mean, it's not that I don't want to have general discussion. I just want to talk about the episode. Because I'm excited. I figured both the Kings and Sophia would be here by now. Fun fact, Slick, AMC has received more viewership during AMC's whenever The Ones Who Live episode 1 came out. The viewership from that is the most that AMC has ever gotten in 6 freaking years. And that goes to show that The Ones Who Live is killing it. And Andrew Lincoln, he is on point. His acting, that's probably why. Nice to see you, goat. Who doesn't love freaking Rick Grimes? This man, Andrew Lincoln, sparked The Walking Dead. Personally, I never had any problem with the show. True, characters I wish could have lived longer, different stuff happened, but hey, that's what my channel's for. To see those freaking stories happen. I'm gonna wait for like King or Sophia to get in before we really start diving in. But I mean, we could still talk, but I want like deep discussion. I want like a bunch of people in here for this. And I'm really freaking amazed with how they did Rick Grimes' prosthetic hand. The fist was one thing, but the blade added on, that just added a whole new level on. It's better than Merle's hand. It matches with Aaron's, although the spiky hand, that's pretty sick in of itself. And it definitely suits Rick Grimes. Too bad he cut it off for nothing. Rick was that desperate. It was all about Negan up until the end. Because that was the point. The point was for it to be about Negan. That's what Carl wanted. That's what Rick wanted. So that's what the show was based around. Negan saved him from the Whisperers. Negan sparked the bond with Judith. And ultimately now in Dead City is showing Maggie that people can change. So honestly, yeah, Negan, as well as Rick, as well as Daryl, and all the other spinoff characters, they carry The Walking Dead. Not to say other characters haven't, but them most of all. Well, if he had died like he did in the comics, Glenn would have died first right out of the get-go. It would have just been like the comics. The differentiations and the way they portrayed the show make me, looking at the comics now, definitely makes me very happy that they did it the way they did in the show. Even if things could have been done a lot better and differently, the show is much more amazing. That's why I'm only doing nods from the comics that I find somewhat entertaining. Not all of it's awesome. That's why it took me so fast to read it. Also because I'm a fast reader, like a fast reader. Unless it's interesting, then I actually take my time. Alright, so I'd like King or someone to get in here. I'm gonna try and hit him up. I at least want more than like 5 people maximum, so we can really talk about this. Like, actually. That's a bad opinion. Yep. And Abraham stood up on purpose because maybe he wanted to die. I don't know. Or Abraham just wasn't the one who was going to bow to Negan. And even though he didn't go out in a fight like Rosita and Sasha wanted him to, I think the way that he stood up to Negan in his final moments definitely makes up for it in a way. It doesn't excuse him dying, but it does show that he didn't go out like for nothing. They at least did some good by his character. Boom. Have you guys seen episode 2 or no? No. Which is why the before stream is to speculate and the after stream is the opinions. That's how every episode's gonna be. I don't, even though I could care less about spoilers, it's just that I feel that everyone who hasn't seen it should just get, just have a nice discussion beforehand. It's a good way to, it's a win-win for everybody. Because if I just did an episode like one off, it wouldn't really be as good. So doing 2 of them for each of the episodes, and I didn't do it for any of the other Walking Dead stuff, because it was not near as important as the ones who live. Anyway, are you over 25? While I'm going to say no to that, I definitely think that we should not talk about that stuff on the internet. Hello there, King. Alright, so we have a good amount of people in here. We got Slick, GMV, Goat, and King. So now we're going to get into real talk about the episode. About last one, and the one that's coming up tonight. Our opinions on the last episode, and what we think is going to happen in this one. So, let's get started. First off, what were your guys' opinions on the first episode of The Ones Who Live? Featuring our boy Rick back here, and him getting a freaking cool arm, and it basically being all about him. What were you guys' opinions? And I think he said King David because GMB is typing or something. I don't know. He said that his speech to text is freaking wonky, but I don't know. So, what were your guys' opinions on the episode 1? Yeah. I got you, GMP. Yo. Episode 1 was pretty good, and I enjoyed it a lot. With them explaining what Rick has been up to all this time, everything with A's and B's. Again? And what do you mean by episode 3 again? Are you getting leaks? Plus Okafor explaining his involvement with the bombings in the city. That was the best moment of that episode, besides Rick's acting. Rick standing up to Okafor, and everything about Rick besides that, it killed the episode in a good way. What? I think you're speaking nonsense there, Goat. Let's not do that. Alright, we got everyone's opinions there. Well, now I'm going to give mine. I think it was an amazing episode, and it definitely deserves to give AMC the best viewership that they've ever had in 6 years. Because, not only because of Rick's acting, and the fact that we even get Rick and Michonne back as a whole, but to connect the dots of everything that we may have had, like, questions about. Not everything, but a lot. Like, for the bombings of Los Angeles and Atlanta. Who did it? And that's a great fear twist, by the way. And the A's and B's, that was a good thing. And that booklet about Morgan's Eastman book that was with Rick whenever he was holding them, that is a clear-cut giveaway that we're getting Morgan sometime in the show. That should be a dead freaking giveaway. And Rick's arm, it's awesome. It definitely does not make me disappointed with what they gave Rick. Not only a metal freaking black fist, but a blade attached. And he can shink it, which is freaking amazing. I think the CRM will finally make Rick a true fighter. Because I agree with you on that, King. Well, that's usually how it goes for anything, GMB. You gotta wait for it. Well, Rick beat Daryl in season 1 if you mean with help. Shane's help. But anyways, Now, I think we've gotten everyone's opinions on the episode. You guys can still state your opinions on the last episode if you want. But, anyways, what are your guys' thoughts on what's going to happen in this episode? What do you guys think is going to happen in this episode titled Gone? That's fine. You guys are lucky. I mean, I don't care. I wish they didn't remove his hand. I mean, they still gave him a really cool one. And yeah, it's a really good nod from the comics. They gave him a better hand than the comics. They gave him a freaking hook. A hook. T-Dog deserved a hook, but not Rick. Rick should have tried knocking out a CRM soldier or something else. Well, if he had tried that, which is what he kind of did with Okafor, I don't know. Moving his hand was pretty good because he shows the lengths he will go at escaping. Exactly. Yeah. He's not the only one who's had a weapon hand. T-Dog had a weapon hand in freaking Destinies. Merle had a weapon hand. Aaron had a weapon hand. What's her name? Alicia. She didn't really have a weapon hand per se. She kind of had like a basic slash weapon hand. And then she had a dummy hand in the finale. And then now Rick has one. Even though it's poetic irony with how they did Rick from chopping off his hand and the Merle thing and him not wanting to cut off Carl's hand, the dramatic irony behind that is what makes that so awesome. And I'm glad they didn't do it early like that in the show. Building it up to this point with his arm constantly getting injured, that is amazing. The most overrated character and fodderist in The Walking Dead is, I think I know what he's gonna say. Wait for it. Okay. Oh. I thought you were going to say governor. Goatfernor. What did he say? The most overrated character and fodderist. What Carver? Oh. Okay, never mind. I was confused. He didn't... He might have lied, GMV, but he specifically said to Dale... Dale said, you know what? I think I'm going to show you. I'm gonna answer your little thing there about we don't kill the living. Although I'm gonna have to literally get it on point. So that way I don't get in trouble. Okay. Okay, here's what I was gonna say to you, GMV. Once again, I gotta get it just right, so that way there's not too much audio in it, and it's just that line, and I don't get in trouble. Here you go. That right there. Rick saying that right there, before the living tried to kill them, that should be a dead giveaway that they had to start killing. It was inevitable. And people have said in the apocalypse before, you can't be in the apocalypse and not get your hands bloody. I loved Carver, how much he was so sick. Negan had to fight dirty just to freaking win. That's the only reason they won, is because Negan used the freaking sand and then hit him with the bell. You wouldn't know. You haven't gotten to season 11 yet. A ninja? A freaking ninja? Okay, so let's get back on track. What are your guys' thoughts on what's gonna happen in this episode? Gone. Everyone who has not seen it. What are your thoughts on what's going to happen? So has everybody here seen the episode? God freaking dang. Then the before discussion's almost pointless. I'm not gonna end the video, but like, god dang. I didn't expect all of you to see it already. Well, except GMB, because he's only on season 7. We got AMC here. I just don't think we have AMC Plus. So that's probably why. I would certainly hope that you don't observe it, because people are getting in trouble on YouTube for posting leaks and everything. I almost prefer to see it live. And then whenever it comes, I hope that all the spin-offs and everything come out on Netflix, just like the original Walking Dead. I don't know why they couldn't put Fear on Netflix. Instead, they canceled it off of Hulu. Now I can't even watch that. Who would do that, Observant? It would be people who are freaking desperate to get that content out and either make money or tell other people about it. My opinion is just be patient and wait. And that's coming from a person who is not patient. Fears on HBO Max? What was I gonna say? All of it? Yeah, then I ain't freaking worried about it. I'll just wait until it all comes out on DVD or some crap. Buy it in the future. Until then, I'm just sticking to YouTube and Google Media for Fear stuff. Anyways, comic again. Yeah, most likely. So I guess the rest of our discussion might just have to be just a normal talk about The Walking Dead and just other stuff in general, because this, to me, just seems like a crowd of people who have already seen the episode. It's kind of one-sided, wouldn't you say? Which is kind of unexpected, yet not really, because I know some people are more lucky than others. Which isn't to say it makes me like jealous or angry or anything. It just makes me think that it's kind of weird having a before stream without anybody to really talk about, like, you know, before stuff, you know? Yeah, they're all the spinoffs except Fear lacking, kind of. They're all good. All of them. Both of the shows, besides The Ones Who Live, are mid, but I like them because of what they bring to the table. Maggie and Negan finally solving their differences, and Daryl on his way to find Rick and getting into trouble fighting variant walkers and getting caught in experiments, and Carol finally coming to save him and actually being in the spinoff. I think it's good. Well, Jadis has been on and off with her character in the entirety of when we were introduced to her back in frickin' season 7. So, honestly, she either needs to make up her mind whether she's with the CRM, with herself, or with Rick. She needs to decide. Because at this point, it just seems like she's playing for herself. And as for if Rick will kill Pearl or not, honestly, I don't know. %, chance she'll die. I can't infer that yet. Don't have enough analysis. It's funny to know that a character who was made explicitly for one actor became the most important, popular person in The Walking Dead and got their own spin-off. I'm talking about Daryl, by the way. Yeah, totally. And I think you mean, instead of one actor, one stem of the show, because he wasn't in the comics, and he was actually in the show. Yeah, we already know that. I'm saying that because her cause is to the CRM and Rick's to get back home, so she might get in the way. Well, we've already established that. So, yeah, I kind of agree with you more. Guys, gotta go for bed. Bye, guys. Well, I'm gonna be back here around 10 for the after discussion. So, you can be around for that. I mean, even if you're not, that's okay. You're just gonna have to catch back up. But if you gotta go to bed, I'm not gonna stop you. Oh, here's something we can all talk about. How are you guys liking the movies? The what if movies that I've been posting. Even if they're all oldies from back then. Just ignore him. I'll get to him in a sec. So, how are you guys liking the movies? I love the Andrea sister one. SMH. I like the movies, actually. Good to know. It was definitely a long time in the making. And other what if YouTubers have done it, obviously, if you check all of them out. So yeah. I mean, saves a lot of time looking for the parts, but you could go on the playlists even if that's the problem. But I do get what you're saying, King. Now then, where were we before I asked about that? Oh yeah! Lemonhead's little frickin' return! You would think that after all this time, Lemonhead, you would learn. No trolls are ever going to come on this channel and take me down. We already proved a point with you. We already know you're lying. You don't want another War of Words. I'm not going to start another one. And that is final. And I'm serious. Do you need me to prove how serious? Again? You would have thought that without my crappy phone recordings and the, oh, ignore that because I dropped my phone, you would have thought because of that, that you would just leave the past in the past and just go away forever. But no, you had to hightail your keister and your little duck-tailed teeth to this little friggin' stream right here. Has this ever worked? Clearly, you haven't learned your lesson. I can't wait for that too, GMB. And as for you, Lemmy Lems, Lemon Boy, little Lem Keister, I don't care if he brings freaking Santa Claus and Jack Frost and all of them freaking have ice cream cones together. I don't care if he brings a freaking army of his little pally pals, his little gal pals, his little treasure trove of freaking gal pals. You know what I'm doing? Bye-bye. What do you mean something went wrong? I think my chat just went away. Okay. Okay. That was weird. Yep. And he just got himself reprimanded again with the power of technology. You would have thought that by this point he would have learned. This channel isn't about him. It's about topics and about me. That's why it's called Nick's Topics, not Lemonhead's Topics. This channel is about me and the freaking stories that you guys offer me, and we do it together. So me saying that it's about me, I know that sounds kind of selfish, but that's just it's just because, you know, the channel's called Next Time. Why am I even explaining this? I truly wanted to turn this channel into a troll channel, I would. But I feel like this channel is the best that could ever be done on any kind of form or anything, because I had 7 other channels, and that one would have just been in the freaking trash pile of crappy channels that wouldn't have done anything. Or it would have blown up long ago. I could do that, but stories are my thing. You're funny. I am. It's all right. Godfiner is not with you. Dude, just shut up. What? I'm so confused right now. Yeah, he wants attention. He's like a little kitty cat. He's like a little freaking, he's like a pig wanting to get attention in the mud. You know what? Keep coming back. Because at this point, you are giving me, like, if you know what? Here's actually really something funny. Here's something really, really funny. You want to troll me so badly, and yet you are giving me popularity by viewing my content. I didn't know you loved me that much. And even if I'm not monetized or big yet, I can do this part-time better than you could ever do it full-time. Oh, nice picture, Sophia. That's actually pretty freaking nice. Not bad. I gotta reload the page real quick. 1 second. I'm back. That is a really freaking nice picture, Sophia. Yeah. You would have thought that the trolls learn. You might think that you're trolling me. You already sent that message, GMV. Well, Governor, you're back. Wait. Yeah, Lemonhead came back. I booted him, though. No, I see. I'm a fast reader. You ain't got to worry about me. We are going to have to get off here soon, though. Like, maybe in the next 10 minutes. I'll give it 10 minutes. Like, 10, 15 minutes. So that way I can get set up for the episode. Speaking of which, Sophia, since you're also here, what is your opinions on the last episode? And what do you think is going to happen in this one? Can I tell you guys a secret? Sure. Oh, that's a lot. So, Sophia, what's your opinions on the last episode, and what do you think's going to happen in this one, tonight? Okay. This is becoming a very random discussion. If you didn't know what that was saying Silence! So we can get back on track. Let's get back on track to the ones who live. Order in the frickin' court. That just goes to show that I mean business. I typed really fast just now. Is anybody paying attention? We're getting a bit sidetracked here. What the frick was that? Oh my god, that scared me. Okay, so anybody new in the stream, since this is the before stream, and definitely not something we should be talking about random crap on, is hopefully we can talk about our discussions on the last episode and frickin' what we're gonna think about on this new episode. That of which being Sophia and the governor, if you're still here. And yeah. This is a very random freaking discussion. I'll tell you what's random. This discussion is random. I don't know what's going on either. All I know is that when Lemon had arrived, everything started freaking going crazy. And we need to end off here soon, so anyone who did not place their thoughts on the last episode and the discussions of what we think is going to happen in this one, you can say your piece before we're out of here. Why are we talking about this stuff on the internet? Do I need to start typing randomly again? We shouldn't talk about this stuff on the freaking web, man. internet privacy. Governor, why? Yeah, and it is good. No. I know, but that... I know, Sophia. I know, Sophia. Yeah, I'm not saying anybody's doing anything wrong. I'm just saying I don't want the discussion to get too sidetracked like it already has. I think we're getting too sidetracked. It's the minute Lemonhead and then the other Lemonhead jumped in, everything just went haywire. So what do you think's gonna happen in this episode? Yeah, most likely. I would definitely be, you know, weirded out if there wasn't at least one death. I wasn't talking to you, Goaty! You already watched it. There ain't no Medal of Awards for that. King and everybody else watched it too. I was talking to... No. Don't apologize. Look. Nothing's gonna get me mad or something. I just get, like, weirded out or something. Unless someone actually makes me mad or something, or I get really annoyed at, like, a game or something, you're never gonna get me mad. But I use laughter and typing and everything to control anger. Okay, so I think we pretty much got everybody else's opinions on here. Yeah, you did. Lemonhead came back, and then it became the whole sidetrack discussion. I started typing like a freaking, and everybody went a little wonk in the brain. So now, since I literally got like 35 minutes before the episode begins, and definitely have not come close to losing my mind, is hopefully we can end this discussion with any afterthoughts, or like just to sum it up for the before discussion, so that we can go check out the episode and then have an after discussion, and we'll freaking be all happy and dandy and all that crap. But I think that I didn't like that tone. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by tone? Yeah, I'm so confused between Goatvener and Governor and Lemonhead and... Wait. What? You guys are... Okay. Can we make one thing abundantly clear? Okay, never mind. Definitely, I blame definitely Rick W. What is going on right now? Yeah, okay. Everybody's pretty much said what they want to say. So I'm gonna get out of here and go see the episode. But before I do that, I'm going to type profusely just to show how insane the ending to this was, and hopefully get into everybody's minds not to, get sidetracked and definitely not lose their minds. So I'm going to demonstrate that by losing my mind and typing a bunch of random crap. What comment? I've been reading all of it. Really, Nick? Okay. Yeah, will there be an... Yeah. Of course. Of course there will be an after stream. Why wouldn't there be? Now then, I'm going to demonstrate to... I'm going to demonstrate to everybody that whenever a title says before stream, even though I'm pretty sure that it was Lemonhead's fault, I'm going to demonstrate to him and everybody else that, I can get freaking trolly and crazy too. And as for you, Goat, yeah, I'm going to prove to you, stop talking nonsense. By proving nonsense. And this will be my ending note to prove, once and for all, that spamming and ridiculous chatter is not acceptable unless it's talking, but not random bullcrap. We're having a general discussion, that's one thing, but it seems to me like everybody's on freaking, I don't even know what everybody's on tonight. Well, maybe just Goat. Everybody else, you seem chill. Lemonhead definitely seems like he's on something. So there's my ending message. I don't know if any of you are going to take any sort of time in your lives to read it, and definitely not really, but hopefully you will actually get the bigger picture and see that that's what's going on. Even though it really doesn't prove anything, except I can get crazy too. Okay, anyway, with all this relationship and weird chatter out of the way, I'm going to end here, and hopefully we got everything out for the last episode, and this episode's discussions out of the way. Hope that you guys are liking the new movies features, anyone who hasn't seen them yet, and I'll leave you to think about that crap too. And with that said, I'm going to be trying to upload a movie before I go upstairs to frickin' see the episode. So with all that said and out of the way, I am going to literally get out of here, and I will be back for the after discussion and everything else. So I'll see you guys then. I'm pretty sure that I've said everything I need to say. You guys could totally tell me if I forgot a feature or if you didn't get what I said, but otherwise, I think I'm going to end it. mainly because it's way over the before discussion. And yeah. But I definitely think that I said all I needed to say. It's a Walking Dead stream. Thank you! Bye-bye!